This is Captain Bubby here once again. It's been a while since we've uploaded a little bit of our gameplay. And a very long time since we've uploaded anything to do with the Cleveland. And I had an interesting battle with it last night, so I thought we'd use this as an opportunity to put something in the channel for a change. Now, I haven't been playing cruisers for a long time. I'm still heavily overweighted with cruiser play. And then after I stopped playing cruisers, I began playing a lot of destroyers. But I suddenly realized that I had not been playing battleships at all. Every time I would try, I'd get frustrated. I couldn't hit anything. They're slow. They're just generally frustrating. My lovely Christmas camo. Probably the ugliest ship on the board. But for the last, I don't know how many months now, I've really been trying to catch up with my battleship play. I have well over 24, maybe 2,500 battles in cruisers, over 1,100 battles in destroyers, and I'm now approaching 900 battles or so in battleships. And I have legitimately worked my way up to the Bismarck, Tier VIII in the German line. And I've got a number of premiums that I play. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about getting stuck in a Tier 6 ship in a heavily weighted Tier 8 match. And thinking I'm going to have to really be careful here because I'm in a fragile, thin-skinned cruiser going up against potentially Bismarcks, North Carolinas, some nasty ships. There could be a Tirpitz in here. I'm not sure if we see one. And some destroyers. The enemy team has 3 destroyers. We have 4. So it's going to be a challenge. I'm in a division with Wolfrin and Captain Antgar. And is in a Fuso. Wolfie's in, what's he in? A Bayern, I think. Let me check. Yeah, he's in a Bayern. So they're behind me, as you can see, these yellow icons. And I'm just, for the beginning of the match here, I'm just staying back line. Just kind of watching what's going on. Staying near the battleships in the event they need help against destroyers or aircraft, although there are no aircraft carriers in this game. So that's unfortunate because the Cleveland is a very good anti-aircraft platform. The battle begins a little slowly. And the view that we're in right now is the view that I'm seeing, so as you see the camera move around, it's what I'm looking at, it's what I'm looking for. But I am not going to push up too much, and this is about the time I see the 2 destroyers. 2 of their 3 destroyers back here that Shiratsuyu throw out a lot of torpedoes. You'll see those torpedoes headed this way. So I'm going to turn back and try and cover the Bismarck and my partner here in the Bayern. And all I'm thinking right now is my job is to kill destroyers, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I've been detected. I'm being looked at by 1 ship. So that little symbol there tells me that somebody's got their guns pointed at me. Can't see the destroyers yet, so I'm going to take a cheeky shot at that Aoba over there. I don't think I land anything. Ducky 5, and somebody's taking a pot shot at me. Took out one of my guns, and I'm going to repair that right away, because if those destroyers show up, I want all my guns. Now I've got 3 boats looking at me. 2.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Yep. And he smoked up. This is right about now. I'm wishing I had radar. Or somebody here had radar. I'm not sure if there are any Tier 6 ships that do have radar. This is a boat that I might play in the rank season that's coming up, because it's going to be all Tier 6. So at least one of those Shirtsuyas has thrown out torps. Maybe they both have now. People are still shooting at me. But because this is such a high tier battle and I'm on the lower end, I'm spending a lot of time turning, twisting and turning and moving. I'm not making myself a target. 6 ships currently looking at me, if not actively shooting at me. I'm going to take a beating here, and I can't see that bloody destroyer in there. Splashes all around me. Clevelands are targeted pretty heavily in the game because they're a dangerous boat. I gotta put that out. There he is, finally. Finally I see him. And I have to make some of these shots count. Set him on fire. He's got to repair that. He hasn't, actually. Took out one of his guns. Come on, come on, come on. I need to see again. He disappears. Gotta let him go. There's the other one is right here. Thank you for sailing so nicely broadside to me. It makes him so much easier to hit this way. He's setting up for a torpedo run. The longer he stays like this, it's kind of a dumb play by him. There are the torpedoes. If he'd launched those a little bit tighter, I would have been in trouble there. Because they had the range. And Alabama is a real threat to me. There's his last set. Ooh. Luckily my repair is back. But I'm under 8,000 hit points now. And I'm going to be a real target because I'm so low health. We're behind on points. And the team is pretty well scattered out all over the map. Both of my teammates are still alive, however. I want to set this Alabama on fire, at least get a fire, get something working for some damage. Both teams are fairly disorganized. It's all over the map here. And I get the Alabama. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I thought he would easily take me out. But he gets a parting shot, a little parting gift for my tail, and that takes me down right near 7,000 hit points. And yes, that Kagero is still here somewhere. And he is still my responsibility, so I'm not going to leave this area. He's the only destroyer that they have left. And all this time my steering has been out, but fortunately it was locked in a straight ahead position, so I was varying my speed to throw off any shots that might come my way. I was worried about the Aoba out there. And that detection, that targeting indicator, is probably the destroyer, even though I can't see him. He's going to be the closest thing to me. And as long as he spots me, everybody else can shoot at me. One of my division mates is gone, but each of us have a kill so far. I have 2, Wolfie has 1, and the captain got 1 before he died. So of the 5 kills our team has gotten so far, my division has 4. And we're all low tier. We're all tier 6 in a pretty solid tier 8 battle. Still want to find that last destroyer, the Kagero. It's a Fuso with a Yamato name. That Fuso and Aoba is still out there causing trouble. He's already on fire, but if I can add one, it'll hasten his demise. And I get one. I probably should be shooting AP here for the damage. Now we know where the Kagero is. And there he is.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. All stations reporting strategic target.
I don't know if I should have aimed a little higher. This one I probably should have aimed a little higher. But I'm getting solid hits. And I'm really struggling. I want to get rid of him now. Those all miss. It's frustrating. He's going to wink out on me soon. And he does. And I don't get him. And I'm thinking to myself, that usually spells trouble. Now he can reposition, reload his torpedoes, and still be a danger. Wasn't happy about that. It's kind of unfortunate too, I didn't notice it until just now, but that Bismarck, if he had a secondary build, that Kagero was close enough. Those secondaries would have ripped that destroyer to shreds, and I don't recall seeing any secondary shells going out on him. So I'm still detected, and it's not the Aoba, it's the destroyer. He's in here somewhere. And it's at this point I should have realized that I'm not detected anymore. He's probably ducked behind that island, and he's going to come out on the other side. So my guns are turned wrong. There's his torpedoes. And they take out the Bismarck. That's really unfortunate. We had an opportunity before then to win this game. Spoiler alert. And I'm looking around. It's so easy in retrospect to see what you should have done. At the time, at the moment, you're not always thinking right, but if I were a destroyer, where would I be? And I would be right where I'm looking right now, which is where he's going to turn up. And North Carolina is a big concern right now. And there's the Kagero, right where he should be. And my guns are not in position to take him out.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Nice solid hit. And I do get him. But he was sailing broadside to me for far too long. And I take my eye off the ball and make a rookie mistake. Yeah. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh. Yeah. When a destroyer sails broadside for that long, he's launching torpedoes, and he had plenty of time to reload them. So had I turned right away, had I angled myself better for the Aoba and against the North Carolina, I might have survived a little longer and done a little more damage, but with that, the game is pretty much done. We're down to 2 ships, and that's it for me. I'm going to see if I can go into free cam here. Cannot. Not in this mode. Yep. Well, we have our New Mexico. Well, we had our New Mexico. And the HMS Bodie McBoatfish, Boatface, I'm sorry, is the only ship left in our team. And quite honestly, he's not going to last much longer. Yeah, we're going to see him. We're going to see him here faceplant himself into that island and shortly die afterwards. So we won't bore you with that. We'll just suffice to say McBoatface goes down next to that island over there. And we'll take a look at the results. And yes, it was a defeat, unfortunately. 56,000 damage, 116 target hits, not too bad. 6 in caps, 3 kills, 5 fires. Not bad in terms of credits earned, 440,000, which would be reduced a little bit by my expenses and so forth, and 200 free XP. The really surprising part is that I came in first on the team, well above a rank 1 player. Our division didn't do too bad either. We were 1, 3, and 5, and got 5 of the 8 kills that our team got. So all in all, 1,295 base XP. It's not a bad game. Is 4th overall, even to the winning team. So I was quite pleased with that, even in a loss. In terms of details, yeah, we took out the Alabama, the Kagero, and the Shiratsuyu. And by taking out those 2 destroyers, that's the bulk of the XP that I got right there. High explosive, almost all of my damage was high explosive. 5,000, almost 6,000 in fires. And credits and XP, this is the really nice part. Over 11,500 to my commander, which gave me another point, and I think a 14 or a 15 point captain in that boat. And almost 4,000 XP. So I was pleased with that game, even though it was a loss. I guess I'm a cruiser player at heart when it boils right down to it. I like the destroyers, although I haven't played them for a while, and it's a fast twitch type of a game. The battleships, I'm rapidly improving with my battleship play, but again, it's still my least played class by a couple hundred battles. Rank season is coming up. This is a good exercise in playing a Tier 6 ship, because Tier 6 is the ships we're all going to be playing for ranked. I skipped the last ranked battle season. I'm not going to skip this one. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me until we see you again in the open water. This is Captain Bubby saying keep your life jacket handy. Till then, we're out of here. Take care.